Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken, and welcome back to another video. On the Banners Fall patch notes, there's this one really weird change for Terminus, where it says that his Massacre Axe's aim is no longer cached prior to his animation. One small balance change that is very confusing in a sea of otherwise very understandable and reasonable balance changes. So what the heck happened to Terminus? Well, we're going to answer that in today's video, because this is actually one of the most underrated changes of the entire update. But before we do that, let's go ahead and pick ourselves a build. I'm going to play some Speed Term today, because I haven't played Speed Term on the channel in a while, and I think that Speed Terminus will help us showcase exactly how good the axe feels to swing now. So we're going to go on Dying, and I'm going to use this build, which has Strength of Stone and It Follows, classic Speed Term cards, but then we also have It Watches to manage our Power Siphon uptime and try and help us just get that back a little bit better. And then we're also going to grab some Nimble, because I'm Terminus. Duh. So, what exactly is this change? Well, to understand that, we need to understand what was wrong with Terminus in the first place, because pretty much since his release, he's had a very odd bug with his axe, where when you're walking forward, you have less range than if you're standing still, and if you're walking backwards, you have more range than if you're standing still. And that's because, well, as the change actually describes, your aim was being cached prior to the actual swing, and what that means is, whenever you swing your axe, there's a little bit of a delay. Woo! I'm just gonna farm that. Give me some stacks, yes. But yeah, there's a bit of delay between when you activate the swing and when you actually follow through with the swing and do the damage, right? And in that delay, yeah, it was basically having your aim lag behind you, right? So if I swing now, right, my aim would lag behind me and that swing would have had a little bit less range. But if I'm walking backwards, then all of a sudden, my aim is being cached ahead of me, and I end up getting a little bit more range. And so it made it very inconsistent, but particularly it made it very unreliable to actually hit players when you are walking forward at them, which is ideally what you want to be doing with the guy who has a massive Massacre Axe, right? So it was really, really bad for Terminus, but now, all of that is just straight up fixed. He just works now. And it makes it really, really consistent when you're trying to aim at mobile targets, when you're trying to chase people down. He has better range now. It's a nice buff just through and through, and it means his axe just works. It just works, and that's a beautiful thing to hear. And this, of course, compounds with all of the other changes that Terminus has got recently. You know, he gets like one small buff per update, it seems. And of course, that compounds with the change where when you hit a Calamity Blast, you end up getting a little bit faster recharge. Of course, I can't really show that on Speed Term, because the whole point of Speed Term is to not discharge those Calamity Blasts. But, yeah, it compounds with the fact that you get your Shatterfall back after using your ultimate, as well as filling up your Siphon bar. And it means that Terminus now is feeling way better than he has in a very, very long time. He's actually a very comfortable character to play. He still has his issues because he's a melee tank. He will always have some issues in the meta because of that, because it's a very weird thing to balance. But, in general, he's really comfortable right now. And I believe the meta is still to play Decimation and, you know, just use your Siphon, because the Siphon is his most powerful ability, as much as possible, right? And Decimation helps you get uptime with a good build, and it also gives Terminus a very powerful ranged attack. And the great thing about that ranged attack as well, in the year of our Lord 2024, is that, well, hey, this ranged attack is ability damage. So, if they buy armor plating, doesn't mean crap. My blast is still going to do a lot of damage. When you fire all 5 Calamity Blasts with Terminus, with Decimation, you pretty much one-tap a lot of people if they don't have Veteran or Arcane Warden. So it's very quite powerful. And it's a super nice thing for Terminus to be able to have, to keep him relevant in today's meta, when otherwise, yeah, it is pretty hard to chase characters down with the axe at times. But now that's all slightly easier, and this just feels really, really great. Of course, we do have a pretty disgusting team comp for Dawnforge, honestly. We have Grover, best healer in the game on this map. We have Makoa with the hooks, playing Pluck like a Chad. Let's go. 2 tanks, obviously, very good. Koga's very good right now. Sati's very good right now, although she's playing Heads or Tails instead of Window of Opportunity. They only have a solo tank Term, also playing Speed Term. They do have 2 supports, but they are really kind of lacking on damage because of their choice in playstyle. Leon and Shaolin are pretty good, though. It's not like they have a terrible team comp, but I feel like ours is just better for the specific situation we're in. Anyways, let's buy some more Nimble, and I'm actually going to buy Veteran. Reason for that is, with this playstyle, I get 20% damage reduction for having maximum Calamity Blast, plus I have 20% when I'm at below 50% health with Undying. So, if I were to buy another damage reduction item like Armor Plating, I would actually start to incur diminishing returns, where armor plating wouldn't actually be as strong as I want it to be. I don't have ult. I should be careful. Aw, thank you. What a legend. But with Veteran, I don't incur those diminishing returns, because Veteran is a completely separate stat. It increases my health, and gives me more health to apply the damage reduction to. So, in a case like this, it is, I would argue, the better item. Unless you're against percent-based damage, obviously. But we are not in this instance, so... Dang, Koga just shredded that shot landing. Oh, and the burst combo. There we go. Let's just play around our Makoa. Let him hook everybody. I will shred them with my axe. It just feels so good to swing. It feels like if I'm in range, I hit. If I'm not, I miss. There's no funny business, no shenanigans. It feels really, really good. I like it a lot. Alright, let me block now that his shield is almost down. There we go. He's really just feeding away at that. Oh, and Makoa sniped the IO. Nice. Let's deal with this Terminus here. Very good hook. And dead. Alright, let me Shatterfall you. Ooh, just barely got the block on that, and that just hit. I feel like that hit might have been a bit sketchy last patch. I don't know. With the whole range thing. And look at that. Look at that swing on Furia. That would not have hit last patch for sure. It's basically a range buff, you can think of it as. But really more of a consistency buff. It is just so good now. Hello. Can you please not? There we go. Let me slam away. I killed Mr. Giggles. I'm coming for Mrs. Giggles. There we go. No laughing! No laughing, except from me when I laugh on your dead corpse. Oh yeah, look at all these attacks I'm hitting. That swing I did on Terminus just there would not have hit last patch either. He's just so much more consistent. I love it. I mean, this just feels so much better to play than I have ever felt Terminus play before. Come here! Your Furia will not save you now. Even if you kill me. Ah, there we go, we win. Yeah, that was a bit of a stomp. But, yeah. I think it does prove our point that this is a really nice buff for Terminus, and combined with all the other buffs he's received over the past half year or so, he's feeling really good now. Is he the best tank in the game? No. But is he good in the right situation, especially when he is able to play with a Power Siphon build and actually block a lot of damage? Yeah, absolutely, he can still be great. He's more of a situational tank, but he's not a throw pick as long as you know what you're doing with him and you play him in the right circumstance. And that is great, because he's had a bit of a shaky history in the realm. He's had some periods where he's been really rough to play, so I'm super happy to see this. Heck, we even got top damage on the team. That is awesome, and I didn't even discharge the Calamity stacks once. That was all axe damage. Really, really nice. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of this Terminus change in the comments section down below. Like this video if you liked, subscribe if you're new around here, and if you want to support me, please consider checking out the Nexus link down below. You can buy crystals, support me in the process. It's officially affiliated with Evil Mojo, and a great way to support the channel. But with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace out.